Have you ever had a huge, exciting goal that just disappeared into thin air after a few weeks? Well, we're about to dig into a really powerful idea that might just change the way you think about success forever. Turns out, it's not about focusing on your goals, but on something much more important, your systems. I want you to really let that one sink in for a second. It's such a game-changing thought. This one idea, well, it explains almost every time our best intentions just don't pan out. It gets to the heart of that frustration we've all felt. I mean, this is the classic example, right? We all start January with these massive, ambitious goals. We're going to change everything. And then February rolls around and, that motivation is basically gone. Let's break down exactly why that keeps happening. Now, to be super clear, goals aren't evil. They're not the enemy here. But if you feel like you're constantly stuck, just spinning your wheels, the problem probably isn't your level of ambition, it's your entire approach, the framework you're using. And this right here is the trap we all fall into. We get so obsessed with the idea of reaching the summit, that distant finish line, that we completely forget to pay attention to the very next step we need to take. And when that finish line feels a million miles away, it's so easy to lose hope and give up. So, this brings us to the real heart of it all. What is the actual difference between a goal and a system? Because understanding this is literally the key to making consistent progress. This is the secret engine that drives real success. To make this super clear, let me paint you a picture. Imagine two runners. They both have the exact same dream, to run a full 42-kilometer marathon. They're at the same starting point with the same big emission. Okay, so here's where everything changes. Runner number one, they just have a destination, a goal, it's an outcome. But runner number two, they have a process, a system. They have a set of actions they can repeat every single day that basically guarantees they'll get better. It's not really a trick question, is it? It's going to be the person who actually built the vehicle to get them there. It's the runner with the system, without a doubt. And that's because goals and systems do two totally different jobs. So, a goal is just the what. It's the place you want to end up. Think of it like typing an address into your GPS. It sets the direction. But a system, now that's the how. The system is the engine in the car. It's the thing that actually does the work and moves you forward, day in and day out, no matter how far away that final destination feels. And that's the core difference right there. A goal is a single point in the future. It's that finish line. A system, on the other hand, is what you do right now, today. It's the process of just taking the next step and the next and the next. But why are systems so much more powerful? This is where it gets really interesting. Because the answer isn't just about being organized. It's about psychology. It's about how our brains are actually wired for motivation. Seriously, think about it. If your only definition of success is hitting that big goal 6 months from now, what does that make you every single day until you get there? It kind of makes you a failure, right? You're constantly living in this gap between who you are and who you want to be. And that is so demotivating. But when you shift your focus to the system, the whole game changes. If your system is run 5 kilometers and you go out and run 5 kilometers, guess what? You won today. You get to feel that sense of accomplishment right now. You don't have to wait for the marathon. You get a win the moment you follow your process. Okay, so we get the why. That all makes sense. Now for the really important part, the how. How do you actually put this into practice and start building systems in your own life? Well, it's actually way simpler than it sounds. It all starts with this one question. It's so powerful. Just take any goal you have and ask yourself this. Don't ask, how do I achieve the goal? Ask, what's a process I could do every day or every week that would make achieving this goal pretty much inevitable? Let's look at these examples because they make it so clear. Lose 10 kilograms. That's just a wish. It feels huge. But work out 30 minutes every day and prep my meals on Sunday, that is a machine you can actually control. Same for writing a book. Write a book is a dream, but write 500 words every morning, that is a system that makes the dream come true. And that brings us to the main point here. When you build the right system, success stops being this thing you have to chase and hope for. It just becomes a natural result of your daily process. You are literally architecting your own success. So the very first step is just to let go. Let go of that obsession with the final outcome, with the trophy, with the finish line. And instead, become a builder. an architect of habits and routines and processes that guarantee you're always moving forward. Focus on making the machine run, not just on what it produces. And here we are, right back where we started, because this is the absolute truth of it. Your goals can give you a direction, sure, but it's your systems that will actually determine where you end up. They are the most solid foundation for success you can possibly build. And hey, if this idea clicked for you, then you are definitely going to want to join us for our next explainer. We're going to talk about how to take these systems and supercharge them by making tiny 1% improvements. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. Don't ask yourself, what's my next big goal? Instead, ask, what's the one system I can start building tomorrow that will make my progress almost guaranteed?